NeNe, first we have to ask, how is Gregg doing? We know that he's been battling colon cancer. How is he?
Yeah.
Gregg is doing really well now. He really is, yeah.
Good.
That's good. Okay.
Yeah,
Good to hear.
He's going to give more of an update on the Housewives reunion, but no, he is really doing well. It's so funny because I get a lot of comments on my social media where people are acting like they think he's hooked up to an IV pump or something. Gregg is doing great.
Okay.
Okay, good to know.
You've been so strong throughout all of that.
No, it's been
I know
hard.
that takes a toll on the wife. I can only imagine, right?
No, it has been hard. The moment they said that Gregg had cancer, I think our whole entire house had cancer. Our dog, me, the kids, everybody.
You feel it.
And you never know. It's one of those things. You never know how you'll react unless you're in those shoes.
Yeah.
I didn't know what a caretaker do.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't know how that works.
Yeah.
And it's difficult. But I wasn't the type of caretaker that I needed to, like, feed Gregg or change his clothes. I wasn't that type of caretaker. I just needed to go back and forth with him to the doctor. I needed to be his support.
Yes.
And that was difficult, too.
Yeah.
Right.
And staying positive, and they need that.
Yeah, well, my husband is a man's man, so there was times that he didn't want me to help him do things. He didn't want my help. He didn't want me to visit him. He didn't want any of that kind of stuff. And I have said on social media, so I'm happy to say it here, honestly, I'm just trying to tell other people who are going through this, and I got a lot of support. People were saying, I understand. He was very mean, you know, during that time. And I'm not sure if it was the medicine or what, but he was very mean.
Real, yeah.
How did you handle it?
I don't think I handled it well. He was very mean. Yes, it was very difficult. You know, it has put a strain on our relationship.
Oh, okay. I understand.
Are you getting help or what?
You know, we are talking to a counselor.
Okay, that's good. But like you just said, I think it takes real courage to, one, you let people in cameras into your life, into your home, but to be able to take it a step further.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that you are not the first person to experience that, and it seems like such an odd thing to discuss when somebody's possibly, you know, it could be terminal, obviously cancer, that's the realism of it.
Yeah.
And that's real, and I think you speaking out about it definitely will help somebody else say, okay, I'm not the only one. Maybe this is something that happens, or at least it opens the conversation to maybe better help prepare another woman who may go through this.
Oh, yeah. You know, I want to help.
Yeah.
You know, I would love to help. It just was very, very difficult.
Do you think the meanness came from him being scared?
Possibly.
Yeah, fear.
I know that he has been afraid.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. And just from, you know, how much I've hung out with Gregg, he is a man's man. He
Yeah.
said that himself. I
Yes,
mean, that's
he is.
very humbling
Yes,
to
it's
have to
very
depend on you
Yes.
and then not be able to get anything done himself. So I can imagine that strain on him and then you and you not really having
Well, our
anybody to turn
prayers
to.
are with
Yeah.
you
Yes,
and with
absolutely,
Gregg.
with your
and
family.
I'm so
That's
happy
my
to
boo,
hear.
right?
Thank you for telling us about that.
No, he takes care of all of us.
Yeah.
When we go on the
absolutely.
comedy tour,
Yeah.
Gregg is always there with us,
Yes.
and
Yeah,
thank
he
you
holds
for
it down.
sharing him with us
thank
and
you.
sharing the
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
Sure. Sure.
We
It's
love
not-
Gregg. We're praying for you.